Welcome to 3 Count Commentaries. This is your boy MagMongoSlade. Today, we're going to do some fun stuff here. On Monday Night Raw, July the 2nd, 2024, Zoey Stark qualified for the Money in the Bank ladder match by pinning Dakota Kai. Promptly, immediately, the Dakota Kai fans got extremely mad and went on absolute tirades on Twitter, roasting Zoey Stark for hours on end. Today, we are going to chronicle that roast. This is not smart tears. Well, it is. It is mostly the Dakota Kai fans and their guttural, visceral hatred of Zoey Stark, rather than blaming Triple H, who is the guy that booked it, the person who made the decision. They hate Zoey Stark. This is the most anybody has ever cared about Zoey Stark. And while I agree that Zoey Stark is terrible, I also say Dakota Kai is terrible. They're both awful people. At least Dakota Kai, I guess, has some kind of saving grace, in so much that she just doesn't look very plain. While, Zoey Stark, she looks like one of the little Dutch girls trying to be some kind of 90s kid or something. But we're going to get into this because this is humorous and it's lovely, and we're going to get into it. I'm going to read the following tweets as written. This one is going to be very loud. So if you're wearing headphones or something like that, please turn the audio down because this is all caps. Dakota Kai was literally on a stream last week crying out for a singles opportunity, and Triple H does her wrong once again for Zoey Stark, who gets no reaction every week. I am tired. Ooh, this one got 268,000 views, 4,525 likes upon the reading of this. Hilarious. The next one. Dakota was literally on her stream crying for an opportunity. She's worked hard as fuck since SummerSlam 2022. And we give the win to Zoey Stark. Triple H, you are not real. So upsetting, man. We're not done. Paired Zoey Stark with Trish Stratus, and nobody gave a shit about her. Now she's on her own, and still nobody cares. Please stop trying to make people care in the fuck. Why do the keep on pushing Zoey? LOL. She's boring as hell. Either Dakota or Ivy winning makes sense story-wise. Fuck this Zoey Stark and Karrion Kross walk into a crowded bar. The entire place falls silent. Have mercy, my God. And that sneak with the diss with the Karrion Kross, man, that's next level. Next level. Hoo-wee. Zoey Stark over Dakota? Hunter, what are you doing, bro? Oh... Who the fuck likes Zoey Stark? Nobody. Nobody. That's the real, just nobody. Who the fuck wants to see Zoey Stark in the ladder match? Nobody. Nobody. She's been in Money in the Bank 2 times, had multiple women's tag title and world title opportunities, and they paired her with Trish Stratus, yet still nobody cares about Zoey Stark. The addiction needs to end. And this graphic that they used of her makes her look like her grandmother. I mean, literally, she looks like Little Red Riding Hood's grandma. Zoey Stark, please, man. Either they're doing you real bad with the graphics or you just look old. This is hilarious. People implying that Zoey Stark is sleeping with Triple H to get a push is fucking disgusting. especially given that these tweets are coming from, quote, women's wrestling fans. You're not women's wrestling fans. You're wrestling fans who happen to be a fan of one or two women. Wait a minute. We already know. Zoey Stark is as straight as a slinky. There's just no way she's gonna go that far. All right, she's as straight as a cloud. All right, she is as straight as a raw piece of quartz. There's just no way. Nobody's believing that. Oh boy. I love seeing the IWC come together for one night, just for the simple hate we share for Zoey Stark. I'm having fun with it too. I love it. I love it, man. I love it. We're not done with it either. It's hilarious how the IWC hypes up these no personality having ass motherfuckers that can go in the ring, but people draw the line at Zoey Stark. It's crazy, man. Well, I guess if she was in AEW, it would matter, I guess. But it's WWE, so it really stands out that she's got no personality. She needs to go, wrestle on Dynamite or something like that. Hey, I support that idea. Triple H has such a hard-on for Zoey Stark. I'm thinking something has to be going on. And it's a picture of a couple of white girls with blow pops, implying that Triple H is accepting sexual favors from Zoey Stark. I know that man has some really weird sexual proclivities, with him doing things with China and all when she was all muscular and beefy. But I wouldn't go that far. I mean, I'm not even willing to go that far. Let's chill, please. Somebody posted this promo she did with Trish Stratus. Well, it looks not Trish Stratus. I'm sorry, Becky Lynch from Money in the Bank last year, talking about how terrible it is. And I don't remember this, but ooh, brother. Oh my God. Everybody's just laughing and having a good old time. Cackling. Kikiing and everything at how Zoey Stark can't cut a promo. And her and these fuck ass outfits. I'm so tired. And then you get weirdos like this. The way y'all do Zoey Stark on here makes me want to stand her just to be different. What? You might as well stand a shit sandwich. How about standing nobody? Don't stand for anybody. How about this? Oh. Zoey Stark. Oh, have mercy. So there's another one. See, some of the funnier ones you need to see for yourself. I'm going to try to describe this one pretty good. So, like I was just saying about this graphic about Zoey Stark, right? It's not flattering. So they do a meme where it says cashier, cash or card. And she says, baby, face card. Making fun of the Zoey Stark picture. And somebody else said, the face card got insufficient funds. Ooh, buddy. Okay, I gotta be professional. Let me pull myself together. Let's dig into Delusion a little bit. Dakota is great in the ring, but what else does she offer? She doesn't have the swagger that Zoey has, or the mic skills. Instead of streaming all day, maybe improve in other areas. Yeah. She's got swagger, that Zoey Stark. Swag her ass over to Rampage where she should be. Join Deeb's dojo. I can't believe this crap. Here's another delusional one. Zoey Stark is a classic example of a talent not giving over by no fault of their own. Not enough TV time to appreciate her wrestling, and too few important wins to make people care about her. She also, rightfully, doesn't stick her ass out to get over with the Coomers. Bro, we've been looking at Zoey Stark for a while now. I mean, a long while. It's been a good 2-3 years, brother. And let me tell you, I don't think there's more layers to that onion. We've been looking at it for a while, and we've seen it all. We've seen everything that she can do, and that's about it. I mean, part of the reason why she's getting so much heat is because she goes after the other girls for, doing the sexy stuff. But she's earned it. She's just not good. And to say that she got over with no help, really, it's like, didn't she spend a whole summer hanging around with Trish Stratus and feuding with Becky Lynch? She even beat Becky Lynch, if I remember correctly. Like, they've done a lot to help Zoey Stark. They hijacked Trish Stratus's return to try to make it about Zoey Stark, and she still ended up in a no-dick catch crew with fucking Shayna Baszler. And what happened to their storyline with Sonya Deville, by the way? Why did that stop? He must have heard me call them the lead of extraordinary lesbians, and then he decided, can't let that happen. Guy, MagMongoSlade, he's making fun of you for your LGBTQI. Yeah, he can't get away with that. So we're gonna put it on the back burner. We're gonna table that. Circle back to it. Here's the thing. We'll circle back to it. I apologize to your ears, but we're doing it again. What is Triple H's obsession with Zoey Stark? Good question. Very good question. I don't know. I've been asking myself this question since she survived the rounds of cuts that, she should have been slid in. I just don't get it. Somebody says, quote, Zoey Stark still has an older era mindset. I'm sorry, it's Triple H has an older mindset about Zoey Stark. As long as they can wrestle, they don't need a gimmick. Hence why people like Zoey keep getting pushed, even though she's boring and has no personality. Yeah, it's Triple H not understanding WWE's audience. He's an NWA guy. You've said that before. He's worked there in WWE for a long time. He says all the right things, but his mentality is, this thing is fucking 1980s, mid-Atlantic or whatever. Like, you'd have to think that was the case to keep around all of these people that he keep around. I'm not getting it. There's no upside to most of these people, and Zoey Stark she's a good mechanic, She could be a good Dean Malenko for the women's division. But you have to book that appropriately. Gunther is one of those kinds of characters. He's not an outlandish personality, but if you book him effectively, then people will be like, okay, at least he's a badass. At least he's cool. Zoey Stark doesn't even have that. She doesn't even have she's a great in-ring worker kind of. At least the match is going to be good. Most people are just going to go and change the channel. In response to the negativity, we've already kind of dabbled in it. Somebody decided to do a Zoey Stark appreciation thread. It's absurd. So we're going to go through this, okay? Why Zoey Stark deserves more respect in the wrestling community. A thread. Okay, let's see what we got here. 1, she's a fucking hooper? It's a question. Her work in the ring is some of my favorite I've seen lately. From her combos, how she mixes all of her running moves together, down to her Z360, her moveset is money. Reminds me of Matt Riddle without the drugs and all those issues. She's got zero of Matt Riddle's personality, but I guess moveset, maybe. A bunch of people on the internet does the same moves. And I hate, I mean, especially indie wrestlers. I mean, they all borrow from each other. They all pretty much do variations of the same stuff. But her combos, she's got combos, guys. It's like Street Fighter or something. Tekken, she's got combos, bro. You see her nice air juggle. She's got such a great hard heavy punch. What the fuck are you talking about, you idiot? 2, she's already hated. Whenever WWE decides she's ready and stops trying to get her over as a face, they can make her into an undeniable heel character. Make her turn on Shayna, have Shayna lose the feud, put heel Zoey Stark over, and just keep building her heat. She's so good in the ring, no matter how badly people don't want to see her in the ring work. It's so good, all they can do is be impressed. They tried this already. She's not a babyface right now either. She's been a heel since they tried to make her a babyface when they separated from Trish Stratus. But she's about as face as the Question. She was no face, and it didn't last very long. She sucks, and nobody's invested in her. Nobody likes her. Number 3. Her music and theme is so good and recognizable in the clusterfuck that is Def Rebel that if nothing else at all gets over, this could. Well, her theme song is over. Well, I'll be damned. Wrap it up. We figured it out. Her theme song is over, bro. He's trying so hard. 4. You don't gotta like her or want her, but if WWE books her to be good, she's going to be good, especially as a heel. If I were to book a women's mid-card title, she would be the second person to hold it. The second person, not the first. I just mentioned that she should be like the Dean Malenko of the women's division, the Serena Deeb. She's not going to be the face of the division at all. But this is interesting. There's room for mechanics on your roster. I mean, I'm not saying fire Zoey Stark immediately, even though I do feel that way sometimes. There's room for mechanics. You need, when people are kind of clunky in the ring, you need somebody to help them forward, which I'm guessing is her role in this ladder match. She's going to be there to keep things organized. She's going to be the ring veteran. So I'm still saying it's not. She turned her on Shayna Baszler. That just struck me. She's an undeniable heel. I deny it. She's not getting no reaction right now. What is she going to do anything to get a reaction? Ugh. This is sick. It's sick, I said. The Zoey Stark hate is unwarranted. It's not her fault that Dakota didn't go over. Am I her biggest fan? No. But the way y'all are acting is ridiculous. You can stand up for Dakota without putting down Zoey. But I want to put down Zoey. I want to put down Dakota too, by the by. She's no good. And she's got like toothpick legs. And if she's healthy for more than 6 months at a time, you might as well throw her a party. But here's a big thing. This one's going to be funny. Attractiveness is subjective. And who cares if someone is attractive if they are good at what they do? Zoey isn't on TV for us to try to date. Well, I hate to break this to you, but this is television. And you prefer to see attractive people on television. I know you probably think she could come out look like Matilda and everything. And by Matilda, I mean the British Bulldog's dog. And you're supposed to be okay because it's real graps, bro. But most everybody else is going to be like, that's an ugly motherfucker. And I got to look at this ugly motherfucker for 30 minutes. Pass. All right? So, it is what it is. And then somebody else is caping for Zoey. They don't push unattractive people. They want people that's easier on the eyes. And you are the vocal minority saying that being attractive is irrelevant. I don't see you buying Zoey Stark merchandise. Even her fans are getting roasted, bro. This is hilarious. People are very angry. I love it. I love it. Want more of it. This mentality of, if we push her enough, maybe she'll get a reaction with Zoey Stark is getting ridiculous. Put her in a proper long-term storyline with no big prize involved and let her show off there, instead of small storylines with big prizes where the IWC doesn't care. Well, that second part, just throw it in the bin. Draw a line through it. Throw it in the bin. That first part is important. The mentality of, if we push her long enough, maybe she'll get a reaction. Yeah, it has not worked thus far. Has not worked thus far. Ain't even got close to working. Not even close. Seriously? When is WWE going to see that we don't care about Zoey Stark? She has no aura whatsoever. Dakota should have won. Well, Dakota is not much better than Zoey Stark. And in the ring, probably Zoey Stark is better. So neither one of them have a character worth talking about. So I don't give a shit about these people. I don't understand why this company keeps forcing people like Cross and Starks down everyone's throats while they have talent like Vinci and Tegan not being used. Here's an answer. 3 of the 4 of them are absolute bums. That's why. Now, Giovanni Vinci, yeah, let's just move on, because I can't cape for him. I was going to try to cape for him, but I can't. I'm not even going to. Why y'all put Thelma Harper in a ladder match? Oh, oh God. Oh, Lord. The roast of Zoey Stark is tremendous. The amount of capes that have come out about Zoey Stark being ugly, and that being your reasoning for why people don't like her, is absolutely hilarious. Because you don't realize that you're calling her ugly. That's the funniest thing in the world. Well, they don't like her because she's ugly. If she wasn't ugly, then maybe people would like her. What are these backhanded compliments? Oh, she's great. She's just ugly. It's like having a handsome daughter. Oh, this is wonderful. Wonderful. People are so stupid. Here's some more Zoey Stark cope. Now, this one's going to require me reading multiple tweets of the same person. But it's some of the most hilarious cope I've ever heard, bro. I'm not going to hype it up too much. Let's just listen to what this person is saying. Genuinely so sorry for your loss. I knew in my heart Zoey was winning, but I was positive Ivy was taking the pin. The silence in the room when Coda took the pin was loud. I was flabbergasted. Triple fraud is going to hell. So sorry for your loss, because somebody lost a wrestling match. Somebody who always loses a wrestling match. So sorry for your loss. Like it's a funeral or something. This is insane. These people are insane. Next tweet from the same person. I'm so used to people talking crazy about Zoey that I just ignore it. She's fucking beautiful and crazy talented. And I don't know why she can't seem to get over. But I've been standing since she got called up. And I'll keep standing because her matches never disappoint me. I like her personality, and I really like her and Shayna. They're fun, but I also understand that it gives them so much because masked lesbian BFFs, just like me and my roommate, And I think it's adorable and queer-coded. LMAO. Zoey being straight really dampers her aura for real. Hmm? 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 If Zoey ever comes out as queer, you're going to see me throwing a goddamn party on the timeline, man. Because my theory is that she's so dry because she's in the closet and can't be herself. Do I need to read that again? She is so dry because she's in the closet and can't be herself. Let me continue. Zoey Stark is almost always on my mind at this point. I don't know what it is about her, but the day she got called up, I laid eyes on her and it was love at first sight. Something about her does it for me real bad. I love her down, even if I'm the only one. I love her down, bro. Oh, I'm not as publicly thirsty for her as I am for Rhea, Naomi, Willow, etc., but the love is absolutely on par. I like thick women. I like goth women. But I also like any woman who looks like she could beat my ass, and Zoey absolutely has that. And you know what? I don't think we're gonna be able to beat that one. I don't know if we're gonna be able to get. I don't think we're gonna be able to beat that. That amount of cope. That's insane cope. I love her down, bro. Jesus Christ. I love a woman that could kick my ass. The cope is just as funny as the roasting, bro. She's ugly. But that's okay. She's good in the ring. I love her. She's giving me such a she's dry because she can't be herself. How much more butch could that broad be? Was she gonna get a Duke Nukem buzz cut in order to prove the point? Like, bro, it's all up in your face. You know, like, be real. All right, let's get ready to wrap this thing up. Here's one. It's not cope. It's actually part of the anti-Zoey brigade. She's not a bad wrestler. She's just there. There's nothing about her that makes me go, you know what? I want to watch Zoey Stark wrestle. Or the opposite. She's boring. Like, that's so honest. There's nothing about her that makes me want to say, I want to watch Zoey Stark wrestle. You know what? Good on you, brother. I absolutely support that. Here's another one. Zoey Stark sucks. Trish couldn't even get her over. She literally a bag of milk that's been sitting in the sun. Awful. Dakota hasn't even had a real push, and yet she's bigger crowd reaction than Zoey. Well, that's incorrect because Dakota Kai was pushed as part of Damage Control. So that you have to put that there. Second, that bag of milk. I've never heard of milk coming in a bag, but if you know something I don't, then you might like milk sheep or something like that. So maybe you've seen milk in bags. I've never seen milk in a bag. Third thing, a bag of milk that's been sitting in the sun. They spelled sun S-O-N. Like your child, son. This person is DD. Everything about that comment is off. But I love it. It's hilarious. When will this Zoey Stark experiment end? It'll never end. Triple H is going to trade his soul to Moloch in order to get Zoey Stark and the Smallfoot European guys over. It is not going to happen. It's not going to happen. So we're all just going to have to sit back and suffer. Let me know what you guys think about the Dakota Kai fans absolutely crashing out on Dakota Kai. It's been fun. I had fun with this. Like, share, subscribe. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out.
Yeah. We just gone.